Okay, I get asked this question a lot about my success rate of 1 kill for every 3 hunts. How do I get there, and how did I get there, and people want to know how they can get there. Well, I look at hunting as a science, and there's a whole bunch of variables that go on every day. And with time, you learn to, your brain almost becomes like a computer, taking in all these variables, and then you're thinking back to things that you've experienced before, and you use that to make the best of what's going on today. So basically, the way I see it, my brain is just a big computer full of all this information on deer, and every time I go to the woods or if I go hunting, I basically just scan and, you know, put in all the information that I'm seeing, scan my brain, and come up with a solution. And that's pretty much how I do it. And pardon me. And I don't plan, like I do plan ahead, but not everything. I'm very open to change as I go along, because, you know, you might plan to hunt a certain tree, but as you're walking in there, the wind shifts and you can't hunt that tree anymore, and you might only have a certain limited amount of time to get to your next, to get to another stand before it gets dark or it gets light or whatever. So you need to be flexible, and you need to go along with what's happening in that moment. That's what makes the best hunters. People who can draw on their experiences, get a good idea of what's going on around them, be able to read the signs and read the weather and all of that, and put that together, and chances are, you know, you'll be successful more times than not. The more times you do it, the more successful you'll be. For me, it's just, it's second nature. A lot of people call it kill at will, and I don't know if I'd say I can kill at will, but pretty close to it, you know. If I don't see why a guy would have to hunt a deer for a year or two. Like if you have to hunt the same deer for a year or two, then something's wrong with your hunting methods, and you need to take a look at that, you know. And you know, hunting deer for years, that's just not my cup of tea. I like to find the deer that I'd like to harvest, and harvest it within, you know, 1, 2, 3 hunts, you know. And that's usually the way it happens. So that's my best advice to you, is just use your brain as a computer, process the information you have in front of you, and then make a decision based on what you know. And you're going to have a higher success rate, trust me.